Getting a warning out of the way. Make sure y'all be careful. Don't use too much leverage. Don't copy my trades. Do make your own decisions. This is just for education and entertainment purposes only. All right, so check it out. We're going to look into how we can do this here. We are going to open a long again because even though we're hitting this resistance a couple times, it looks like we're trying to break through, and we got a bullish pin bar right here, which is a bullish pattern. So, being we still have, we closed out these other ones earlier because I wanted to go over it again to show you how to open a long again. But I saved my old close long limit on the chart just so I could remember where it was. So basically, we want to catch this run from here to here for the most part. That's what we're looking at. And if you didn't see the other videos, we extrapolated this flagpole, moved it here. That gives us our price target here around $3,900 ETH, $4,000 ETH. But we're going to try to close it around here so that we're safe before the market makers decide to do whatever their next move is. Could we dump? We could. We could come all the way back down here and touch this, but I don't know, man. The way sentiment is going, people are going nuts. California's having snowstorms and all this craziness. I'm not looking at any logics in the market. I'm looking at people being FOMO. So, that being said, let's open along. So right now, time of recording, we're at 3,513, sitting there fairly strong, trying to bust through this resistance. So what we're going to do, we're going to open along, but we're not going to get too crazy with it just in case with the leverage because we don't want to get wiped out. Here's your leverage slider. We're going to go to the long side right up here. Here's the market price. We're going to do a market order, and we're going to use ETH. We're going to type in 0.007 is the number I always start at, and then I work either up or down from there. If we were to do this right now, we're using ETH to long ETH, okay? And you could change these if you want. I'm not going to do that though because we're going to long ETH. But you could use Ethereum in your wallet to long ETH, or you could use Ethereum in your wallet to long Bitcoin. So that's a cool option. But we're going to use ETH and long ETH, which means we're betting on the price to go up. If we 12x leverage, which is where we're sitting by default right now, so it says liquidation price 32.57. So that means if Bitcoin falls down to this level right here, 32.57, which is right there, that means we'll get wiped out. So could that happen? That could very easily happen. So that's like where you have to be careful, because if ETH just comes down, boop, like that, you're wiped out. So if you bring this backwards and use less leverage, it makes your position size smaller. Right now it's 171. When we were at 12, our position size is at 292. But our liquidation price is, 32.57. So if we come down to 32.57, we're wiped out. You bring the leverage down to 7x, our liquidation price is 3,089, which is a little lower, right? So right about here, 3,089 right here. So that means you have more room for it to fall before you get wiped out of the trade. So we can go with 7x leverage. Actually, I want to look at the chart a little more. I'll close and look at this here. Let's see what we're looking at. In all reality, if you look from top to bottom and go about halfway, that's always a good starting point. ETH could come back down to the $2,800 level. Am I expecting that? Not necessarily. That's a major pullback, but it could happen. Nothing's impossible, but we're betting on the long side. We're saying it's not going to do that. But let's see, 2,800 liquidation price here is 3,000. It's a little higher than that. I think what we'll do is we'll leave the liquidation price slightly around the $3,000 level because that's a long way for it to fall, but we still have a decent amount of leverage. So it's very simple. The hardest part about trading is not which boxes you click and what numbers you put in. It's figuring out what your price target is before you get in the trade. This is more important because you have to make your own decision with this. I measured a flagpole. I see a bull flag. I'm betting it's going up here. I want to get out of the trade here. Let's keep it that simple. This is my target. This is when I want to get out. And liquidation price. It's the only three things that I really pay attention to because that's where I get wiped out. It's 3,094, which is right here. Let's damn it. I didn't mean to do that, guys. Sorry about that. Damn it. Good Windows. All right, you see this? You can get a little emojis here, which is kind of cool. Where the hell are they? Right here. They got emojis on TradingView that are pretty cool. So I'm going to put a thumbs down where we get wiped out. So liquidation price is 3,097. So if we enter the trade right here, we get wiped out right about here. Boom. When you see that thumbs down, that is where if ETH falls, I'm going to get wiped out. This orange line where it says close long limit is where my previous price take profit level is. So we're going to continue to use that. So this is wiped out. The whole trade gets lost, which would be the collateral. Collateral being $24. So you would lose all that 24 right here. However, for that $24 worth of ETH you're using, you have a position size of $171 because of the leverage. So let's are we gonna get bold here? I guess we are. Let's hit long. That's the next thing. You just want to double check this. Use ETH, long ETH, 7x leverage. Take profit around 3,775 is possible. I actually am gonna bring my take profit a little lower, 36.75. So I'm gonna click this box for take profit, 36.75. And don't copy my levels, like I said, y'all. Just this is an example trade, okay? So don't always copy. Don't ever copy someone else's levels. You do your own levels. I'm showing you how I do it, but I'm showing you more so the formula so that you can figure out your own technique, your own style. So I'm gonna hit long here. Looks good. Liquidation price 3,100. It's a little higher than what I wanted, but we're gonna get nuts. We're gonna go nuts here because bull market and people are getting crazy. So let's do it. We're gonna confirm in the wallet. Probably change the gas real quick because it's gonna wanna spend 50 more cents than it needs to. So we'll go, instead of market, we'll go to the low gas. Saved a couple of pennies there. $2.37. Gotta love Arbitrum. Can't do this on Ethereum, y'all. You try to open a trade with 20 bucks on Ethereum and you're gonna owe them like 300 bucks just to open the trade. So gonna redo a video of bridging to Arbitrum at some point. If you guys are totally new coming in, don't know, make sure you follow us, like, sub on the channel. And we go into all this stuff. We show you everything. We're going to do some really beginner advice videos for people. Because you got the bull run here and people are coming in not knowing where to start, not what to do. And they're just buying and selling on centralized exchanges. And that is like the worst thing that you can do. If that's the only way you're getting your crypto, that's horrible because you're definitely okay, hold on. No response. We got a problem here with the long. Let's refresh, I think. Oh, wait a minute. It does say that it opened. Okay, 7x. It opened it right there. Boom. We're already in the green rolling up. Liquidation price. Always double check 3108. So 3108 is the 3108, which is right there. Boom. Ish. So there we go. We open the long. We have a take profit set, I believe. Take profit right there, 36.75. It'll close automatically by itself whenever Ethereum hits that. So if it hits 36.75 right here, it'll close the trade out for us because I got to leave. I can't stay in front of the computer for a second here for a few hours, so I'm just going to let that roll. I could put in a stop loss somewhere down here if I wanted to, but I'm not going to do that because my position size is fairly small, so I'm not going to do that. I'm going to let it run with the exception and the hope that we're going up here. So, yeah, so we'll leave that open. I'll catch you guys in the next video. If you got any questions, make sure you let me know, and I'll hook you up.